As if the psychological horror of the grooming storyline were not enough to keep viewers on the edge of their seats, the community is simultaneously being torn apart by a classic, high-stakes whodunit. The ongoing murder mystery involving the untimely demise of Theo Silverton continues to cast a long, dark, and suffocating shadow over Weatherfield. A cloud of intense suspicion has settled over the neighborhood, with the police investigation twisting and turning through a web of secrets, lies, and hidden motives. It seems almost every resident has a reason to hide something, and the sense of paranoia is palpable as friends and neighbors begin to look at one another with newfound doubt. The investigation took an explosive and highly dramatic turn in a recent episode, shifting the focus onto characters who suddenly found themselves holding a crucial piece of the puzzle. George Shuttleworth and Christina Boyd became the central figures in this escalating drama when they stumbled upon a shocking discovery. While clearing through belongings, the pair happened across a journal belonging to Summer Spellman. Summer, who has always been a character defined by her intelligence and conscientiousness, had used the journal as a private sanctuary for her innermost thoughts. However, what George and Christina found within those pages was far from the standard musings of a young woman. The journal contained deeply disturbing, cryptic, and alarming entries that directly intersected with the circumstances surrounding Theo Silverton. The revelation of these written thoughts instantly transformed the journal into a potentially damning piece of evidence, casting a stark, unsettling light on Summer's possible involvement or her knowledge of what truly happened to Theo. The discovery immediately shattered the peace, leading to a tense, high-stakes confrontation that left viewers breathless. The sheer panic and conflict generated by the journal's contents have thrown a completely new variable into the murder mystery, leaving fans desperately trying to decode the clues and wonder just how deep Summer's involvement goes, or if she is simply protecting someone else. Behind the scenes of these incredibly heavy, dramatic, and emotionally taxing storylines, the cast and crew find their own unique ways to maintain morale and bring a bit of levity to the long filming days. The intense confrontation stemming from the discovery of Summer's journal required absolute focus and dramatic precision from the actors involved. But the reality of filming such scenes often involves a wonderful contrast between the high drama on-screen and the light-hearted camaraderie off-screen. Tony Maudsley, who plays the beloved Undertaker George Shuttleworth, and Amy Robbins, who portrays the vibrant Christina Boyd, recently delighted the Coronation Street fanbase by sharing a wonderful, light-hearted behind-the-scenes anecdote from the day they filmed those pivotal, tense scenes. Despite the dark undertones of the script, which involved analyzing a dead man's impact and uncovering disturbing secrets in a teenager's diary, the actors managed to find comfort in a classic sweet treat. Tony and Amy revealed that during the extensive process of rehearsing and filming the heavy journal sequence, they managed to consume 2 full, large bags of jelly babies. The image of the 2 actors intensely debating the dark secrets of Weatherfield, while mindlessly munching through piles of colorful sweets, brought a collective smile to the faces of fans worldwide. It serves as a beautiful reminder of the close-knit family atmosphere that exists on the Coronation Street set. The ability of the cast to pivot seamlessly from intense, dramatic performances to sharing laughs and snacks between takes is a testament to their professionalism and the supportive environment fostered on the long-running serial. This charming anecdote offers a perfect counterweight to the suffocating tension of the Theo Silverton murder trial, showing that even in the darkest fictional times, the real-world cobbles are always filled with warmth, friendship, and plenty of sugar. Welcome to today's deep dive into the cobbles of Weatherfield, where the drama on-screen is matched only by the fascinating updates from behind the scenes. Coronation Street continues to prove why it remains an absolute powerhouse of British television, delivering a masterclass in tension, emotional depth, and gripping mystery. In this comprehensive breakdown, we are going to unpack the latest whirlwind of news, dissecting everything from real-life cast injuries and dramatic stylistic transformations to the heavy, psychological storylines currently captivating millions of viewers. We begin our journey today with an update that recently sent a wave of concern through the soap's dedicated fanbase, centering on one of Coronation Street's most talented young stars. Jude Reardon, who has earned widespread critical acclaim for his brilliant portrayal of the quirky and highly intelligent Sam Blakeman, recently took to social media to share some rather painful personal news. Fans had noticed the young actor sporting a medical boot and using crutches in his personal updates, which immediately sparked intense speculation about whether his character was about to suffer a major accident on the show. However, Jude was quick to clear up the rumors and set the record straight for his followers. The actor revealed that he had actually suffered a real-life fractured ankle while at work. While the injury did take place during his working hours, Jude was careful to clarify a very important distinction for the viewers. He explicitly stated that this painful injury is completely unrelated to his character's current storyline. Coronation Street is famous for its fast-paced filming schedule, often shooting scenes weeks or even months in advance, which means the production team has had to work creatively around Jude's temporary mobility issues without writing the injury into Sam Blakeman's already heavy narrative. This reassuring update gave fans a glimpse into the logistical challenges of producing a continuous drama, where real-world accidents must be seamlessly navigated behind the scenes so they do not disrupt the carefully planned trajectories of the characters we see on our screens every week. Speaking of Sam Blakeman, the young character is currently at the absolute epicenter of one of the most heartbreaking and psychologically intense storylines the show has tackled in recent memory. While Jude Reardon deals with a physical fracture in the real world, his on-screen counterpart is enduring a profound psychological fracture. The emotional fallout from the devastating revelation regarding Megan Walsh's grooming of Will Driscoll has sent shockwaves through the community, but it is young Sam who is bearing a deeply troubling psychological burden. The sheer weight of the trauma surrounding the situation has pushed Sam to his absolute limits, culminating in a severe mental health crisis. Viewers have watched in heartbreak as the young boy has begun struggling with psychosis, a deeply serious condition characterized by a disconnection from reality. This manifestation of his trauma has led to harrowing scenes where Sam experiences vivid hallucinations, specifically involving the beloved and gentle Roy Cropper. Roy has always been a pillar of wisdom, safety, and intellect for Sam, making it particularly tragic that Sam's fractured psyche is projecting Roy into these hallucinations. The show has been highly praised for its sensitive and raw portrayal of adolescent mental health crisis, illustrating how extreme stress and the disruption of safety can trigger severe psychological distress in young minds. As Sam navigates these terrifying waking nightmares, the people around him are left desperately trying to figure out how to pull him back from the brink of this mental abyss, making for some of the most compelling and emotionally charged television of the year. The ripples of this dark narrative extend far beyond Sam, deeply anchoring themselves in the ongoing saga involving Megan Walsh and Will Driscoll. For a long time, the audience watched with a sense of dread as Megan spun her web of manipulation, and the recent episodes have focused heavily on the grueling, painful aftermath of her actions. Will Driscoll initially faced an incredibly agonizing uphill battle to accept the reality of what had happened to him. The psychological grip of an abuser is notoriously difficult to break, and Will struggled immensely to accept the horrific truth of his abuse, trapped in a state of denial, confusion, and misplaced loyalty that Megan had meticulously cultivated. The turning point in this harrowing storyline came from an unexpected but profoundly moving source. Tim Metcalf, known for his warm heart and straightforward, empathetic approach, stepped in to offer a lifeline. In a beautifully acted and deeply supportive conversation, Tim managed to pierce through Will's walls of isolation and shame. Tim's grounded perspective, unconditional support, and validation gave Will the ultimate strength he needed to finally break silence. In a massive moment of bravery that marked a turning point for the storyline, Will took the courageous step to officially report Megan to the police. This act of defiance signaled a shift in power, but as Coronation Street viewers know all too well, justice on the cobbles is rarely swift or simple. The dramatic tension is set to escalate significantly in upcoming scenes, as the show explores the harsh realities of the legal system. The street is set to be rocked once again because Megan has been released on bail. The upcoming episodes will showcase the terrifying moment Megan makes her calculated return to the street, walking the very same pavement as her victim. Her physical presence back in Weatherfield promises to send a chilling shockwave through the community, reigniting tensions, threatening Will's fragile state of recovery, and leaving everyone on high alert as the predator returns to the neighborhood.